Confrontanity without power is confrontanity with drama. And looked at the man of God and said, why did you lie to me? Ministers of God, where was the lie? I said you are going to have a child. The child came. Where was the lie? When your unction puts you in trouble. A generation of people with short memory. God has done so much for you. Because of a little challenge, you now call me false. Where was the lie? The generation we are in, no matter the manifestation, just a challenge, they forget what God has done. Where was the lie? You now call a prophet who, through whom God brought a baby, you suddenly call him a liar. Where was the lie? Did I not tell you not to lie to me? Lie to you and you have evidence in your hand? When people who your life has impacted and affected open their mouth and say certain things, you are wondering if this is the same woman you dedicated that child. If it is the same man you travel to the village to do family deliverance for. You are saying this? The same people that look at you and said, I will stay in this mandate. I will stay with you. Suddenly you hear statements and you are just one shaking. Meanwhile, the shaking they are going through, the unction to fix it is still on you. You're appointed and you are a father. You need capacity for tolerance. Because there are people that will push you. You can destroy them in 1 minute. But you have to understand, don't let what is using them use you. Don't let the manipulation, if you react to members, the manipulation on them, you must understand that there are things people will not do with their clear eyes. When they are doing it, you know something is using this person. So if you let that thing use you, you become a victim of what he or she is already a victim of. Do you know when I read that portion, I was, if you can carry somebody out of scriptures, if I could extract that woman, expunge her from scriptures, that you had a visible, palpable, tangible manifestation of God in your hand. That boy didn't die at 1. He didn't die at 2. That boy must have been a teenager, grown enough to follow the father to the farm. So it was a miracle that was tested for over a decade. A miracle that was proven over a decade. And yet you call the man a liar. There are some things that those you have affected will say. You'll be asking, did he say it? Is he the one talking? Brethren, where was the lie? I'm looking for the lie. Did you have the baby? Yes. Was it the exact, precise time the man of God spoke? Yes. Precision, accuracy, fulfillment. Where was the lie? A man of God ministered to you, spoke the counsel of God over your life. And the evidence are there. The same lifting that has occasioned in your life through his mandate, you now stand on that same pinnacle of that lifting to exercise arrogance against the counsels of a pastor who has lifted you. When you see members, the arrogance of some members of church, sometimes you are asking God, what have I done? And I told members here, I said, none of you, that's a member of this church, will make me go back and ask God if he really called me. I said, because there are some things. People don't know that pastors can take their last money with them and support. Many of them, their own family. Their own family saw them as nothing. The only relevance they have was the church of God. Where was the lie? I don't know about you, but there are ministers of God today who are bleeding while leading. For members who are ingrates, unappreciative, they are mentally distorted and troubled. How many of you can relate to what I'm talking about? Here was the lie. And you need to be teaching them this, because some of them are not even aware. One thing that has helped my capacity, God said to me, take people the way they are, not the way you want them to be, and teach them what they should be. If you take people the way you think they should be, you're going to have problems. Take them the way they are, then teach them what you want them to be. Did I not say? What audacity. Child of God, it's good to be very prophetically mature, because I think some of you, your temperament will not allow you pray. Do you know Elijah had to go to the house, stretch himself 7 times? Why go through that length? I think emotional-wise, I think mental-wise, this man was not himself. After he brought the child back, he walked away from that house. He left. Walked away. Because what was the arrogance of the woman? She gave bed and gave me a table. It wasn't for me, because when your child died, it was the same bed the child was dropped. Anything you give to God is what God uses for you. Anything you give to the Lord is what God keeps in store and uses for you. So your giving to God is to secure your future, not for him. Bed you thought you gave to the man of God was the same bed you put your child when he died. So it was for your child, it was not for me. Whatever you give God today, wait for your future. It's the platform for it. Where is the lie? Do you know how painful it can be? You're the same people you've shown love. See, I praise prayer for, like I said, I'm not if you want to submit to this grace and you are looking for who will lie to you, I'm not part of it. I'm not part of it. I am getting better every day. Okay? But I am myself, but I'm getting better every day. I will pray this prayer now. May God lift you to a point that you become too busy for what will hurt you.
This week, God will open strength doors for you.
Amen.
Are there people that will cause you problems? May you not meet them this week.
Amen.
Are there people that will show you favor? May you meet them this week.
Amen.
I decree that what man cannot do for you, God will do it. God will give you help from strange quarters.
Amen.
The testimonies that will happen in your life will become the debate in the society.
Amen.
You are heavily guarded.
Amen.
Those that are waiting to see you fall, they will wait in vain.
Amen.
Those that are waiting to see you expire, they will wait in vain.
Amen.
For every prayer you will pray this week, I say amen to it.
Amen.
It's a great week for you.
Amen.
In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.